That was a pretty rough start. My first attempt at a job and run over something hard. I didn't feel it when I was coming in. The road was rough, but Lord, I hit a freaking culvert or something. So my first job as a try to be self-employed wannabe land clearing helper guy. This lady called me this morning asking about moving my machine in to help clear out a spot for a mobile home. I said, well, it'll be $1,000 just in mob. She didn't understand what a big excavator was. So she sent me a couple pictures, and I said, well, really, this is not a, my machine's oversized. This is very much an underbrushing job. They're wanting to clear, basically you got a property marker right here, an orange stake, and another one right there. So the property is only like 50 feet wide, but 150 feet long, give or take. And so it just goes back in here. They're wanting to get a mobile home in on it. So we're looking at what we've got to do to get them some space in here. It looks like right here on the road that basically they want to back it in right between these two trees. There's a magnolia here and there's a great big pine here. This is actually a little, this one here is actually a little elm. You can knock it out, and if you got a real good driver, he could maybe get between those two. If he can't, we're gonna have to take down this monster pine, and that's something that I actually would want an excavator for, or call in a professional tree company, because there's power lines right there on the other side of it. I am surprised to find white oak. Beautiful. This is a beautiful white oak. I'd do dirty things to get that white oak on my sawmill. There's another one over here. There's several more back in here. I'm really surprised to find that they're hard to come by down here. And there's a couple more water oaks and willow oaks and maybe a big cottonwood back there. Anyway, so I'm gonna come in here. I told her I brought my tractor along. I don't want to just baja in here with it just yet. So first I'm gonna come in with a chainsaw and take down anything that's about bigger than an inch. I'm gonna take down with a chainsaw and just kind of start to get it stacked up and try to start making some space. There's junk out here. That's what happens with real property. But we'll try to just start making a pile over here against the side and just try to start cleaning it up so we can open it up and get a better visual, and then see from there. But anyway, just want to make this little bit. It's not a big paying job. I said 30 bucks an hour to run my chainsaw, 75 to run the tractor. Not going to make me rich, but hey, you know what? The call came. I got to take it. It's not a lot of money, but it's money I didn't have. So we're going to get busy and see what we can do. Well, the monsoon showed up, of course, right? Just in time. I just got started cutting out some of the trees, and now it just started raining like crazy. This little, you can see the water running down this little dirt road. Yeah, well, maybe if the camera will focus on something outside of my windshield. Yeah. So when it first started raining and I jumped in the truck, where all that water's running now was actually dry. And just sitting here, I've watched it come up and swell up and start flooding down the road, which has me a bit nervous because this is a dirt road. And I have four-wheel drive, but I've also got a trailer and a 4,000-pound tractor behind me. So I'm just thinking I may have to actually unload the tractor and tow the truck and trailer out, or tow the trailer out with the tractor potentially, and then come back and drive my truck out empty. I don't know that. That would be a huge pain in the butt. Maybe if I get the tractor off the trailer, I can drive the truck empty and be able to make it out. But for now, I would like to stop raining so I can get back to work. I actually don't mind working in the rain, but it was the lightning, and I do take that very seriously, especially considering I'm working in the woods, you know, and surrounded by very big, very tall trees. So yeah, shelter for lightning. But if the rain will stop here and the lightning stops, I'll try to get back to work. I was making really good progress for about 10 minutes. All right, well, certainly looking better. Just cutting out what was right there along the front of the road really let a lot of light in here to see a little better. It was actually pretty dark, but thinner in the back. So I've got all the big stuff down. A lot of little spindly stuff still I just run over with a brush hog is the plan. And working my way on back. I'm not sure exactly how much of this they want done. I guess I'll just keep working front to back and see if they show up and stop me. You can see a property line marker back there, orange flag, or at least I can. But what I wanted to show you guys was this. somebody was trying to protect something out here. Somebody put in some homemade tank barricades for some reason. No telling why. Just right here, like it was a gate. There's a pole and a stop, and a pole. I don't see any more going through the woods. But somebody thought for some reason that was the place to protect something. Over here, luckily I didn't cut it. I was cutting little saplings over here. I thought it was a vine, but I found a piece of 1/4-inch cable that was all rusted and twisted up in the trees. It looked just like a vine, but it was a cable. Whether or not that was intentionally placed there, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, banging along here, cleaning it up. I'm just gonna keep working through it, and then once I get all the big stuff knocked down, I guess I'll get the tractor off and try to mow it. Well, it's a pretty rough start. My first attempt at a job and run over something hard. I didn't feel it when I was coming in. The road was rough, but Lord, I hit a freaking culvert or something. So this job will be a wash. All the money I'll make here will go into a new rim and tire probably. Pretty crappy. Very crappy. Anyway, there is a silver lining. I just used the tractor with the bucket to pick up the trailer so I didn't have to fool around with the jack, because this mud wouldn't have held up the jack anyway. But anyway, I got these broke loose. The rim was spinning. I couldn't get any torque on it because it totally busted off the bead. But I was able to get my wrench here, and then I used a couple pound sledge there. I was actually able to smack it like an impact and break them loose. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these threaded off here the rest of the way, get my spares swapped on, and then decide how much later I want to work out here today. Well, I failed to get a summary video for you guys, but it was only 3 hours worth of work. But they paid me for 3 hours worth of tractor work, which I didn't run the tractor for the full 3 hours, but I think they were happy with my help and my suggestions, because they're really just not sure about what can be done and where it can go, what can go where. So I was trying to help them just kind of plan it out and figure out, minimum what trees to take down, and where they can set things and put things. Their big target was they had to get enough clearing to be able to get a power pole set. And the guy from the power company said he could only come in 20 feet off the road to set the pole, and he needed a 10-foot clearing all the way around it. So I think we got that for them, and it'll be able to go in right behind the house, so the power pole will basically be right in the clearing limit, and not be in the middle of their driveway. The property's only 50 feet wide, so there's just not a lot of space to work in there to put anything, to be able to have a house and a driveway. And they're wanting to bring in an RV to live in while they're working, basically, on getting ready for the house. So anyway, it's trickier than you might think to try to work around, because those trees in there are great big stately trees. Now, I did talk to them about the white oaks, and I said if they've got to take down any of those really big pines, I definitely, I will happily buy the white oaks off them. I got to figure out what's a good price to give them on it. But that's a buy. I'm going to call Neil to see if he can send a guy out here. This is really outside of Neil's sort of working range, but I'm hoping maybe his foreman, who lives a little closer, could come out on a weekend and do it, and be able to take them down, log lengths, and maybe even haul them to my place for them. So if we do that, they'll get a professional tree service to come in and take the trees down, and then I can give them some cash for their trees as well to help them out. So, little things like that I try to look for. If I'm going to come in somebody's property and really try to work with them, obviously to my benefit, I've got to make some money off this. I got bills too. But, try to work with people in the best possible manner so that it works out, all around for everybody is a good deal. It's just such a shame to see properties all around Houston all day, every day, just getting bulldozed and cleared and stacked and burned, and nobody's looking or slowing down to think about it and try to do something a little better with it. So anyway, I got the tire changed on the trailer, which my spare is a little low. It's at least got air in it though, so it's doing better than nothing. And we are bouncing our way out of here. I went ahead and locked into 4-wheel drive just to be safe before I even tried to drive away, which the road's drying out really quick, but my back tires are so old. I didn't expect they would give me a whole lot of help. So anyway, we'll get up here on the pavement, and then I'll take it out of 4-wheel drive again, and we'll be headed home. But anyway, for a first go of a job, did I lose money? I don't think so. You know, I had diesel to drive over here, and you know, you have to figure in some cost of the tractor, and of course now I've got to get a new tire and a rim. That's what killed me, is the rim got beat up. So that sucks. But I don't know, in the end, maybe I pocket $100. But I'm looking at the future, looking further down at getting those white oaks. That would be a really good deal. So anyway, that's enough rambling for now. First job, not great, but not bad.